How is everyone doing? Let me know where you guys are joining from. Hi, Karen. How is everyone doing? Bedtime. Hi, Melita from New Zealand. This is the great advantage of holding Inside Timer Lives. At this hour, I get to see the whole other side of the world, which I miss in the morning times. Hi, Karen. So who is joining me today with their cacao? Stirred up. Anyone joining me with cacao? Or with a herbal tea? Hello, yes. So my mom is in Sydney now. It's like whole different day she lives her experience from, which is amazing. Like, a day that didn't even happen to me yet. So what exactly it is? It's a ceremonial cacao is what I'm having. So I would love to journey with you guys. It's a plant medicine which has a theobroma content in it. The spirit of the medicine helps us to be a heart opener and allows us to connect, drop in, and expand into our consciousness. Hey, Erika and Hannah, ready to go with your cocoa? No, cacao. Okay, so there is a lot of difference between cacao and cocoa. Here it's straight from the hand peeled, roasted, and made into a paste and comes in right here that you chop up and make it. Hey, Peace, good to see you. I'm doing good. I was so waiting to have this cacao with you guys. So what we'll do is, so other than Erica, anyone else joining us with cacao? Anyone heard about it? I guess then loads of new questions will be there. What is it? Like, kind. So as an alternative, you can also bring in a herbal tea or a glass of water as well. What else did I put in my cacao today? I did put in honey, paprika, cinnamon, and I was having uh, Blue Lotus this morning, herbal tea, and infused extra water, and I added that here, Blue Lotus, and some rose water as well. So it's full deliciousness and highly expanding energies. I have had it, but don't have it at home. I have tea today. Yay. Tea is good as well. Milk, sugar, no. So anytime you're having a cacao, please don't add it from any dairy products because it cancels out the serotonin that it has. So you won't feel anything, or some people might feel nausea or tummy sick as well. I know that's what the chocolates have done, the damage to us. I was a chocolate addict until I found cacao. So sugar, instead of sugar, I like the taste with local honey. Some like it with maple syrup. Yeah. What is CCF? I never heard that. So I know some of the guys do like to have it with um, what is it? Cardamom, saffron, turmeric, pepper. I mean, like all the various spices, like, you can, but the base is to have the cacao. Definitely, if anyone from US, Costco, it's not the same. The cacao powder in the Costco is not the same. There is only few ceremonial ones, For me, ceremony is about the energy that has been put in to the making of the product to where it comes to us. So that really helps us. Yeah. Yes, coconut milk. Any alternatives to dairy is good. Even hot water will do it. Like, but if you like that creaminess, it does. But for me, the creaminess comes in because I whisk it in the NutriBullet or smoothie mixture. You will get the same beautiful soft texture. So yeah, ceremonial thing is about like, the very little process it goes through the machines, the best the taste it comes from. I have tried many ones and I settled with this particular brand. That's the reason, like, I met the workers. It's amazing what they have put into the energy of making each of the breaks or the packaging of it, and their whole life depends on it. It's so beautiful. They hand roast it with certain low temperature, and kids cacao is what I go with. And if you type in experience healing, you'll get like a 5% discount here. But it's not about the brand or anything here, but the most important thing is having that energy of a cacao. So what it did to me is I was skeptic, as most of you who journeyed with me know it. I tried it and it just made my meditation super drop in easy, that I really didn't have to think to stop my thoughts or observe my thoughts. I just need to allow myself to be present. And if that can do with a mug, why not is how I started. And over the time, I noticed my energy levels were higher. I wasn't getting tired quickly, even though some days it will be 12 hours of work or like standing day. It'll be so like inner energy was so high. And I realized in like a year and a half journey, I think already, I'm not craving for sugar and also coffee. Now I know with the different, like, okay, I like it once in a while, but not an addict. And of course, even cacao is not an addict. And that's what I loved about it when I was doing this cacao practitioner training with kids. So thing as like, it will never become an addict because your body will tell like when is enough, when is over as well. So I started introducing these cacao ceremonies at home since last March. Erica, who mentioned they have been to the first of the ceremonies in the home. I do for new moon and the full moon, which I will always mention as well when I come here. So it started helping everyone, like, because my circles are generally targeted with women. It's easier to drop in because you are coming out of such a busy run schedule. So if you're a mom, even hyper energies, and when you come in and have this dose of cacao, drop into your meditations, you are expanding your beingness, and that allows you to process things much easier. Your sleep is better, your moods are better, you are more aligned. It's like a deep Reiki healing, like, when you just have it. Yeah, you can consume like a coffee or something, but when you make it into like a little ceremony with your own self, it invites you to meet exactly where you are. I feel like, today, if I'm going to write or do an art, she meets with me wherever I'm in the flow of things, and that's really like a companion with so much of a compassion. Mama Cacao is what we call. She moves us and allows us to nurture ourselves. Yeah. I'm just going to check in before the cacao gets cold. I would love you all, like, bringing in, and then we'll check on the questions and see where this leads to as well. It's more about like, holding the space with this beautiful mug and the energy of it, but also witnessing. Even without it, you can feel the energy because she is a plant medicine. She's a spirit, and we are standing on Gaia. So the energy is going to be infused deep inside us. So without a mug as well, my intentions are to feel her energies and frequencies. And believe me, even your water will taste so good if you're just joining me with the water alone. Yeah. All right. Okay. So just for a few moments, try to pay attention to your inwards. Can you all hear the music? We'll do a short ritual and a meditation. As a sample, like you know what I generally do it. I would love you guys to join me in this process and see if you like it, you enjoy it as well. Yeah. I mean, yes, trying is good, right? A rattle. Actually, I don't have it handy, please. I didn't expect you join here, but I do have another rattle. So I'll be using it. All right. So closing your eyes, holding your mug with the cacao or the herbs or the water, taking a nice deep breath in and out, breathing in and breathing out, allowing, giving yourself the permission to honor this beautiful space and go inwards. Feel the energy of Mama Cacao filling in your cup, smelling the energy of her, infusing, opening up your prayers, inviting her presence and energy to meet you in your life at this moment of time, wherever you need the flow to be. Invoking her energies, inviting her energies deep inside you into your vortex. Now with a nice deep breath, a beautiful smile and openness. How about first sip? Feel the energies of our warmth, love flow in through your throat, coming down into your heart space, nurturing your heart energies, opening up, inviting and expanding, releasing anything that's not serving at this moment of time. Setting an intentions for today, for this week, for now. Whatever invites you, whatever thought invites you in this moment of time, or just to fill your beingness. Gently blow into your mug the intentions and consume your next sip. Feel the elixir of this beautiful plant medicine to go deep down into your solar plexus chakra, opening up and releasing any tight thoughts, the wounds, the trauma, anxiety, worries at this moment of time, and just allowing yourself to feel the presence of love, the gratitude for your breath, the gratitude for your beingness in this moment of time. And inviting, invoking all the beings, the light beings, invisible beings, and the beings that are here to support us in the directions north, south, east, west, to be present, to help us guide us into our life, into our mission where we are moving forward. Say, feel this energy moving down all the way down to your sacral chakra, into your root, opening up, expanding your creative portal. Your life force energy is inviting to fill your vessel up and feel the energy of Mama Cacao going deep in through your roots, bottom of your feet, into the Mother Earth. Visualize those beautiful, thick, deep roots growing down, 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 interconnected to all the great knowledge and being that is. Taking a nice deep breath and visualize your roots going deep down, down to the core of the Mother Earth. And with your breath, inviting those energies of anchoring, rooting to travel up, 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 gently merging into your feet, expanding, allowing the wisdom, the knowledge to replicate into your beingness that you can understand, integrate, and move forward. Inviting this beautiful spirit medicine to come in, meet us, connect to us, inspire us, elevate our energies. Feel those energies moving up into your heart space, expanding, visualizing a beautiful golden light shimmering at your heart space, which draws a bright light and inspiration, which is releasing any hurdles you're having, any obstacles you're having that are not serving you, or you have done those lessons. Now is the time to release, release, release. And now I invite you to have the next step. Or just be in the state of beingness, feeling the expansion in your heart space. The weight of your mind dropping into your heart space, the clarity coming in, the less of the thoughts, and you're able to observe them without judging yourself. And with that beautiful space, you're inviting yourself to write your own script of new affirmations. Affirmation. Raise your frequencies to inspire yourself and just to be. Feel these words in your heart. I am here to be seen, heard, acknowledged, accepted, loved, happy, abundant, and successful on my own terms. And you're inviting the wholeness of you into this path right now. And feel that reconnection to your soul coming along. feel the integration of all the lost parts coming back to your heart sense. Slowly opening up yourself with all that inspiration, the ideas. Welcome back, everyone. If you have a journal, if you're in the sense of a flow of thoughts or wisdom coming up, do jot them down. Or if you feel like doodling, go along and do it. And notice this infusion in your body, in your beingness. Welcome back, everyone. How are you feeling? How is that energy for you? It always drops me, makes it more be in the flow. Even the words I struggle to come out as I'm having this beautiful energy with you guys. In this moment of time, like, we just feel we belong, we are seen, we are heard. And that really pumps our energies. And that really ignites us to move forward with much ease. Feels fluttery for me, Peace says. Love the rattle. Yes, I will be playing the rattle shortly. Yeah, let me know what you guys felt, or even a simple thoughts, or like, if you, especially with the cacao, if you join me, and even the spirit of the water itself, like, when we drink with a consciousness, everything, the frequency changes for us. Yeah. And we can do that with a normal tea as well, or with a coffee as well. It's just beautiful to be connected with ourselves. So by same piece you asked, I do this as a ritual daily. Yes, I do this as a daily ritual. It's just the dosage of it I change as, like, the recommended is Keith channeled this whole dosage, and with the cacao beans and his forest, like, where he brings in, he recommends, again, it differs from product to product, I guess, but he recommends 28 grams every day. But for a ceremonial, for a deep setting in, it is 43 grams. Yeah, that is what I'm having. That's what it took me off. Yeah. What was the affirmation here? I just was writing this in one of my meditations. It came through. I'm here to be seen, heard, acknowledged, accepted, loved, happy, abundant, and successful on my own terms. Isn't it beautiful? Because we are always feeling it, we have to say it and everything. And a lot of baggage comes through it. But when we say on my own terms, you're letting yourself move forward. You're witnessing yourself deeply. And many times we do forget that we have the right to own ourselves. but we mostly give a blame in some situations or energy to the people that have hurt. Still, even after 20 years, 50 years, still we run into it. Yeah. So now is the time we have to collect ourselves back into our beingness and own ourselves, and imagine we can't be prisoners of our own thoughts. I heard, I have everything I need as an affirmation. That's beautiful. I have everything I need. And absolutely, we do. And even when you feel we don't, we are drawing those energies as we need. I was having this coffee date with a couple of people yesterday. Beautiful, beautiful souls. I love them. And we were talking, how the corporate world has made getting us a paycheck and changes our frequency towards a monetary value or the way we have to live our lifestyles. And say, for example, if someone was earning 5,000 per month, but you have a big increase of it, like 10,000 per month. So you are changing, you're expanding your lifestyle to get into the 10,000, especially now with no jobs, or job losses happening. A lot of people do struggle with it because our identity with this monetary value has changed as well. But coming back into is we always had everything. We expanded. Now we can contract and really look into the things. What are the real essential things? And here in US, that was a surprise for me, was with the whole credit score systems, not getting in there politically, but makes you need for all the credit cards and increase and use, get into the habit or fall into the whole rabbit hole with it. And we forget, what do I really need? And today's client was a UPS delivery or a driver. And she was saying her heart breaks with all the returns that are coming in, or the way we are all buying. The consumerism is so mishandled, misused as well, because it's been available for us so easily now. And that really helps us to come back to the basics that we have everything. And just rechecking what is really what we need. For me, at the end of whenever I ask myself that, all I need is love. Everything else can be done. The love is the most important thing to fill me. And that is crucial, important for my whole beingness since I was born, and your most important lessons will be always the toughest ones to find as well. You always will be challenged. Hope that's making sense. Yeah. So with the cacao, when I go into the flow of talking or writing, it's like a spiral of things, it just invites you to deeply process as well, and a lot of detangling happens with it. Yeah. And that's what I started noticing for the past year and a half. The journey with it, it's simple and no additives, nothing, but we struggle to accept a plant medicine because we are so used to quick fix of things, right? The other day I was holding a ceremony for over 30 people in a women's networking, and it was very interesting. The herbs are making such a kind of strong sense into the world back again. It's like we skipped a generation to know our herbs. My grandparents, they grew up being a farmers, and my parents moved away into city life. So I got very little from the villages or the farming sense of things, so for me to learn is totally internet dependent now, because there is no more ancestors to teach for me. But when I look back into the culture that we were raised, there is so much of information that hasn't been passed away. Thankfully, some of the teachers, some of those grandparents, they are making it available. They are sharing that knowledge now for the new generations. And I see that happening in all the indigenous cultures as well. Like they're all even learning English to speak and share that knowledge in their own authentic ways. Yeah. Isn't such a beautiful thing? If you guys still have your grandparents around, go sit with them, understand, and learn that. Yeah. I do see sometimes the grandmothers, especially grandmothers, yeah, come in the Akashic records in the readings that I do for the clients saying, hey, this is me, this is what I did. I want to pass this information to the child that is sitting in front of you. Like, it's so beautiful. Even from the spirit realm, they're coming back and introducing themselves, reintroducing themselves. Yeah. Mm. How is everyone doing? How has your week been going on? Thank you, Peace. Glad it makes sense. Thank you so much for your donation. And I used to be a questioner always. If I would be questioning, that is so unwelcome. And you would be a rebellious child. Anyone there? Anyone recognize that kind of a sign or a words used on you? That made me not to say that same words for my children. If they question, I would say, I don't know, let's figure it out. And thankfully now Google is there and we are able to find a lot of information there and lots of books. But growing up, we didn't have the books, nor again, that whole skipping of the generation, the parents didn't know they were allowed to ask questions. They took it in silently. And as we are doing this, they don't have the answers. It really feels uncomfortable for them as well to share the knowledge. And it really triggers for some people because you are tapping onto the things that they could have, they didn't. But glad like we have the soul tribes, the communities, and here are so many beautiful teachers coming up sharing their wisdom from different parts of their own life. That really helps us to understand there is no one path, multiple ways to get our answers as well. Yeah, you like asking questions, that's great. Yeah, so that was so beautiful, guys, to spend this time and do the cacao. I just wanted to be here and have this little journey with you guys and invite. For me, the most important thing is if there is a herb, let's try. Of course, there are a couple of things that we need to be watching. If someone is on any medical things medications or heart issues, you need to be really checking which is a safer way to try, or how deep is deep, so yeah. We should try kava next. I don't know, maybe Margot will be my thing. Sometimes, yes, even just having that chat, like-minded people, deep conversations is what it is. Coming in connections together and invoke each other or affirm each other and help and inspire. I'm all for inspiring and raising up our frequencies. So with that, let's do a little closing. So gently close your eyes with all this beautiful nourishment with Mama Cacao, the plant spirit, and the herbs and the water, the elixirs within us, around us, deep inside, that we have invoked right today, right this moment of time. Feeling the deep gratitude in your heart center for all your inner wisdoms that you're holding up, allowing yourself to expand and be honored, and to take some time for your own self to raise your frequencies and just be here. Thanking Mama Cacao, all the directions, all the wisdom, and thanking Mother Earth, and to each one of you, feeling blessed to be connected to the soul tribe here. Thank you, guys. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Namaste. May you be filled with all the wisdom, all the healing that you need. I'll be back tomorrow with Archangel Michael meditation at 9 o'clock, I think tomorrow. So if anyone is ready to join there, let's have a party there. As some of you know, Archangel Michael is beautiful for communications and helping us break all those barriers, cords, and our strength. So let's catch up there. And yes, for protection, big time. And I do kind of say, he's the boyfriend. We all need, like, a guide that who is there with us all the time. With all that, I wish you a good night's sleep if you're in the late times, or a good morning, Wednesday, and lots of love to you guys. Lots of love to you guys. Straight from my heart to your heart. We'll see you. If anyone is new, you enjoyed this, give a follow or click attend to the events. So give a attend events and just listen to some of the meditations I have here. Thank you guys. Lots of love. See you again. Bye. Namaste.